So many times we have been hearing, especially with public figures out there and also YouTubers, TikTokers, streamers being PDF. And if you don't know what that means, there are men who are, or people who are grown-ups and are into minors, and they do unspeakable things to minors, or tend to do. All right, the intention alone is a no-no. But in this majority of the cases, whenever people are talking about it, you always think of male. I don't know why, but you always think it's male. It's people who are men into these type of things. But guess what? There are women as well who do these type of things too. And not only women, but public figures out there, YouTubers out there that we heard about in the last couple of years. Let's check out this video by Pexto called Female YouTubers Who Got Exposed as Predators. The thumbnail says it all, and yeah, it's gonna be wild, so warning ahead, if you are sensitive to these type of topics, do not continue or continue with caution. As Naomi says.
From Anna Campbell breaking down on camera,
I just had a complete breakdown on Twitter,
to Lovely Peaches saying what no mother ever should.
I'm going to kill my own baby.
Here are 10 female YouTubers who got exposed as predators, starting with Zoe Laverne, who was once the golden girl of TikTok with millions of viewers and everything a Gen Z influencer could
I am sorry, this girl actually already looks like she's a minor.
ask for. Behind the lip syncs and filters, however, was a story that unraveled into something far darker than
never mind, I
cheating
take it
scandals
back.
or internet drama. But this was not just any kiss. It was one between 19-year-old Zoe and 13-year-old fellow TikToker Connor Joyce.
13? First of all, why does a 13-year-old have a TikTok account that is public out there? Shouldn't that be like with parents and only parents included in it? And if that was the case, where were the parents to stop this?
And it wasn't just a moment taken out
He's 13? I can't. How is he 13, you guys? What is going on in here?
of context.
She kissed me, and as time went on, things started picking up to a worse and worse level. She would engage in sexual conversations with me, sending me pictures,
Oh my
calling
God,
me on the
he's too
phone,
small
doing
for
things on the phone with
this.
me, etc.
He has no
Worse,
idea what this
all
is.
this happened while Zoe Laverne was still very much in a public on and off relationship with Cody Orlov, making this a case of betrayal instead of just bad judgment. If she was hurting, she should have talked to Cody and not cheat on him. Initially, Zoe tried to deny these allegations, but her ex-boyfriend Cody didn't let her.
Zoe admitted that she cheated, but they're saying that when it was on the break. We were not on our break.
And in response, Zoe finally admitted everything.
Reminds me of Friends.
I'm tired of getting me put down because I'm a girl and I have feelings and I have a sensitive heart, so I'm not doing it anymore.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It happened. Yes, it happened. It's not, there's nothing that you can do. The video was leaked and it's out there.
This did nothing to
So there is also a video. So no wonder she's admitting it, because the video admitted it by itself. Like if she goes to court, that's it. That's the evidence. We don't even have to hear her confess anything.
stop the internet from labeling her a predator. Ma'am, you are 19. You should never, ever be catching feelings for a 13-year-old.
Literally.
But despite being exposed, Zoe Laverne has yet to be canceled. Unlike Laneybot, who lost everything after being exposed as a groomer and child predator. Now known as Kai Jackson, at the time, Laneybot branded herself as a soft-spoken queer icon.
So today I've decided I'm going to throw a gender reveal party for myself. I identify as agender, which to me means basically genderless.
But behind the non-binary pride
buddy.
flags and pastel vlogs
I'll
was
ask
a
you in 2 months.
disturbing truth. Kai rose to fame as the partner of controversial YouTuber Onision,
Oh, yeah,
and often
Onision.
appeared as the more grounded, normal one in their chaotic relationship.
What do you hate about me?
That you're mean
That's fair.
and you call me names.
Yep, very mean. I call names.
But allegations soon revealed that Kai wasn't just complicit, she was actively grooming young fans.
I was 13.
So you were a fan of them? Like that was the relationship, like you being a fan of them?
I was like the biggest fan.
Once that bond was established, things turned darker with one of the most disturbing allegations coming from Sarah, a former fan who moved in with the couple
Not
as a
Sarah.
minor under the promise of safety.
Hey Lainey,
She's
I'm
so
14.
cute too.
And he said, oh, you look older. He sent me a message that said, "I'm about to delete this app."
Just because they look older doesn't mean they are old for you to do what you intend to do with them. Just because they look older doesn't mean they're ready or in any kind of way they're emotionally, internally, subconsciously ready for whatever they're gonna do just because they matured from the outside earlier.
Here's my phone number, and he gave me his phone number. And at this time I was 14.
But when she turned 18, she was pressured into an sexual relationship with both Kai and Onision.
The two told me that they kissed at the airport, and things generally seemed okay. One night we were all laying in bed together. Her girlfriend was on one side, and I was on the other. Both of us found ourselves kissing Lainey pretty heavily.
No.
Her girlfriend was kissing her lips, I was kissing her neck, and vice versa.
How is he out there saying all of this publicly? With zero shame, by the way. He's just like retelling a story he read somewhere.
This left no doubt that Kai's goal was never connection, it was access, bringing underage girls into the toxic orbit of both
This
themselves
is like Epstein.
and Onision. And the internet made its verdict loud and clear. That despite the overwhelming digital evidence, however, neither Kai nor Onision have been charged. And while both creators have been banned and demonetized across most platforms with their reputations destroyed, the lasting impact they had on their victims remains.
Oh, I'm not gonna touch it, Bill.
But Laneybot wasn't the
Okay, I
only
think that
queer
was
YouTuber
just
to abuse
some
their platform.
scene
Like
from
her, Anna Campbell earned much love for her outspoken
Video.
persona and strong presence within the community.
Do that again. I gotta get
Anna, you
another
look so
position.
gay.
But in
Marhaba,
2021,
bro.
that illusion
Bro.
shattered.
Just in case there is anyone that still does not believe Anna Campbell is an abuser simply because she is a woman, let me remind you who we are dealing with.
Is she punching guys?
Wake the F up.
Behind the pride flags and soft lighting, multiple ex-girlfriends came forward, and what they described wasn't just a toxic relationship.
We are survivors. Anna Campbell has publicly used her platform as a weapon against us and many others. Anna Campbell glorified and fantasized the use of hard drugs in our relationships and to her young viewers, but was aware that I fell into a drug-induced psychosis while in a relationship with her. Anna Campbell filmed videos of me using hard drugs without my knowledge or permission.
Yeah, so she can abuse that.
Still in high school, glamorizing the use of hard drugs.
But if that wasn't bad enough, Anna didn't just target adults.
Without my knowledge, Anna Campbell was sexting with minors while in a relationship with me. Anna also sent explicit photos to a group chat of young fans, some as young as 12 years old.
In response, Anna tried to paint herself as the victim.
Just had a complete breakdown on Twitter. And I think the only way that anybody's gonna understand that I really can't take this anymore.
But the internet had already reached its verdict. I've been raped,
Yeah, you're the
so
victim.
I'm not a rapist is the sorriest excuse I've ever heard. Fans unsubscribed.
Oh, so she said because it happened to her, she cannot do it to, like she can do it to others. It's a pass. Oh yeah, interesting. And also, what is this mindset and how does this happen? And it does happen. Psychologically, it does happen. On multiple occasions, it happened where the abused becomes the abuser. It's like something just ticks off and I feel like they don't know. I don't know how to explain it. And I wish there is like a way to help these guys and girls into not becoming abusers in the future. But that doesn't discredit the fact that you actively made a choice as a grown-up to do something like this. It doesn't matter what happened to you.
Pulled sponsorships, and former collaborators publicly cut ties. And while no charges were ever filed and no legal action taken, her reputation was burned to the ground. Anna really needs to take a break from the internet. Get offline. As of 2025, Anna's platform is a shell of what it once was, with no new uploads and comments turned off. But even Anna's horrendous actions did not compare to Lovely Peach's unhinged behavior.
The name and the
I'm so
hair.
happy right now because I'm going to my own baby.
Real name Brittany Johnson, Lovely Peaches originally rose to internet infamy for her chaotic content. So when she had her baby, people thought it was just trolling. But it didn't take long until it became clear this wasn't a persona. This was a predator in plain sight.
Is the
I've
child
already made
fine?
people have her and a boy saw her tonight.
Worse, on top of openly talking about abusing her daughter, Cora, Lovely Peaches also bragged about helping predators.
Guys, I just made $150 because I sold Cora to traffickers.
Videos showed her threatening to harm her baby and encouraging minors to send inappropriate
How
photos.
is this still going?
Tell your kids I'll follow them back on Instagram to make them feel better.
But despite all this evidence, for years, the internet simply watched everything unfold. Until 2020, when Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook all began banning her accounts.
So you are trying to tell me that this kid was getting abused publicly out there and nobody helped the child? For years?
By then, the FBI had also received numerous reports, and soon, Child Protective Services got involved, placing Cora into full-time protective care, with Johnson no longer allowed to have unsupervised contact with her. But while that makes Lovely Peaches an abusive parent, Ellie Rixon was part of a growing wave of young adults making money through adult content.
I was one of the first ever girls to make a profile on OnlyFans. Ellie's been the driving force between us.
But sometime in 2023,
that's her
Ellie
mom, by the
crossed
way.
a line that should have
I remember
never
I've
been
seen
crossed.
A lot of people do find what we do is wrong, so obviously we're mother and daughter.
She brought in a 16-year-old girl to film explicit content with her.
No.
Once investigations began, Ellie told police she thought the girl was 18. But when law enforcement raided her digital devices, what they found was horrifying. 43 images involving rape, violence, and penetrative acts with minors were classified as the most serious level of child abuse material, and even more files involved minors in sexual or exploitative situations. This was proof that Ellie was, in fact, the predator the internet suspected her to be, and she was charged, receiving a 24-month suspended sentence, which was still better than the outcome faced by Colleen Ballinger, whose YouTube alter ego may be the singer, but in real life, it's she who's facing the music. For over a decade,
she still creates
Colleen
content,
was
by the way.
praised as a
People still
quirky
watch
internet
her.
star, building a brand that directly
Why? I don't know.
targeted children and teens. But behind the staged weirdness and cringe comedy, a darker truth was unfolding.
Do you want a cheese ball? I'd love one. I can't believe I'm reaching in there right now.
And this wasn't new, as exposed in April 2020 by Irish YouTuber Adam McIntyre.
Oh, no. I remember what happened. We walked up, and whenever I was hugging her, she said, "I'm so sorry I didn't bring your lingerie." I was 13 to 15 during this time. I'm still really young now. I'm only 17.
By his early teens, he revealed that the YouTuber had sent him actual lingerie as a joke. But in response to the backlash, Colleen only tried to deflect the blame.
It was like a big joke within the fandom. I did.
What joke? What's funny? What is the joke here? What is the big joke in your fandom that you created, by the way? You're the content creator. You must have created that joke. You're the one who brainwashed them because they're the fans. They're following you, right? They love everything you say. They're sheeps. So you're the one who thought it's funny. So what's funny about it, Miranda? What's funny?
This publicly, that live stream is still up right now, and I've always given out weird random things in live streams. I've given out a taco costume, I've given out old bobby pins,
so weird.
Dirty shoes. A few weeks ago I sent a fan
Because all of that is the same as dirty lingerie. Yeah, sure.
like a single piece of toilet paper. I've always given away weird stuff, and so in my mind at the time, this was no different than all the other weird stuff I send to my fans as a joke.
Unfortunately
How did you
for
not
her,
think
the
about
internet was not buying her excuses. The kid did not ask for the lingerie. Colleen edited her video to look like that. Adam then posted the uncut video where Colleen made the decision to send it to him. And Colleen was forced to make a public apology.
Because I think he was her editor and he had these uncut footages as well. He was like one of her biggest fans and he tried to help her early in career for free, by the way. And she abused this whole relationship or friendship or workship they had.
I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time.
Exactly.
In June 2023,
I wonder too.
Another layer of her grooming behavior came to light.
Colleen did to Cody what she did to me.
Yeah, duh. He was a child. He's not even the only
Of course
child
he's not the only one.
that she was talking to.
Yeah.
She was literally in DMs talking to children about sex. Here's one. Are you a virgin?
Okay.
Why would she ask
So,
someone that? She's
I never
married.
thought these messages would get out, but that
She
was
has
to
a baby now.
These messages were to me. In our group chat with Colleen, We were in a group chat called the Weenies.
And that was all the internet needed to call for Colleen to be burned at the stake. No wonder her apology video was so terrible. She didn't have underage interns writing it for her. But the YouTuber only dug her own grave deeper with her next, now infamous, apology.
Toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station.
Not only was this incredibly insulting to the victims, but it was also the final nail in the coffin of Colleen Ballinger's career. I don't feel enough people are talking about how weird, manipulative, and creepy Colleen is. The fact that she had these close relationships with children, telling them inappropriate-ish and using them as counselors. Since her apology song, Colleen hasn't posted on her main channel.
She did.
The image
Not
of
on
a
the main
lovable,
channel,
awkward
but she
YouTuber
has
now
her other
long
vlog
gone,
channel
which is also what happened to
that
true
she's
crime
active on.
commentator Zavirl after she decided to profit off a child's murder.
Zavirl somehow recently
decided to profit off a child's murder.
Zavirl somehow recently acquired Gannon's autopsy photos.
Initially, the YouTuber had a
what do you
reputation
mean?
for
What do you
being
mean?
calm, methodical, and focused on facts over speculation. But all that changed in November of 2023 when she covered the murder of 11-year-old Gannon Stauch.
Coverage of the Letitia Stauch murder trial. Today, jurors learned more about Gannon Stauch's injuries before he died. Letitia is accused of murdering her 11-year-old stepson, Gannon, in 2020.
She testified saying there were a total of 18 sharp force injuries from a knife or a blade, 4 blunt force injuries, including skull fractures, and 1 gunshot wound to Gannon's chin area.
Despite the brutality of the case, Zavirl uploaded a video that stunned the entire true crime community.
A woman with a YouTube page under the name of Zavirl somehow recently acquired Gannon's autopsy photos and included them in a video she created on the
For the
paid
views,
site
for the clicks.
Patreon. The site charges $3 to watch the video.
Investigations revealed the YouTuber had filed a records request for Gannon's autopsy and used it as content to profit from. A snake of a woman to do something like that. I hope Gannon's parents file a lawsuit against her and YouTube. Nothing
How did
can be
she
more
acquire
degrading
them?
and disgusting and pathetic as this.
Who
Following
gave her
this
the
backlash,
pictures?
Zavirl tried to defend herself.
She did it for scientific reasons, for the benefit of people who find the autopsy process interesting and informative.
And when that didn't work, she uploaded a predictable apology.
To those who have supported me and followed my channel, and to the true crime community, I'm sorry I let you down. I cannot imagine the pain Gannon's family has gone through. My anger over what happened to Gannon is the reason I started following the case. I'm not this evil, heartless person.
But nothing could...
I feel like these type of content creators, I don't know, it's the same with Logan Paul. Anything for the views. They lose the sense of humanity. They only look at things with numbers and views. And they will literally sell their own soul for success and money. So let alone do something as horrendous as this. They are ready to actually sell their soul to the devil, to the final boss, in order to get the views and get the money. So duh, of course.
Reverse describing the fatal injuries of an 11-year-old like it was a product review.
Hopefully, she keeps losing subs. Hopefully, every time I come and check, you see how her sub count's going? It's going down.
Since then, Zavirl has removed the autopsy stream from her channel, which has taken a hit, with streams growing less frequent and her online presence slowly fading away. Much like SS Sniperwolf, who not only lost her channel, but also did something highly illegal.
She still uploads and people still watch her.
Recent actions, they are inexcusable. With over 30 million subscribers, Alia Shalesh, aka SS Sniperwolf, was once seen as YouTube's quirky reaction queen. On the surface, her thumbnails were flashy, her jokes PG, and her brand squeaky clean.
Hello friends, it's me. Today we're checking out some people whose life flashed before their eyes, caught on camera.
But in October 2020...
Literally, like, even before October 2023, I just saw what she did to Aziland, and I loved Aziland, and I'm so sad that Aziland doesn't upload as much, but the amount of hate and criticism she got from the same fans that follow Sniperwolf, and the fact that Sniper is the one who kind of like induced that hate and sent them her way, I felt really bad, and I am sad about Aziland, and that just shows me how much of a kind of selfish person she is, and she just wants a success for herself and no one else. But also this, what happened in October 23. Although I have to call out that there are so many React channels who do almost the same thing like Sniperwolf, but somehow he managed to just target her.
23, when fellow YouTuber Jack Films criticized her reaction content for being lazy.
In each of her hundreds and hundreds of videos, she plays other people's TikToks and provides extremely base-level commentary.
This dude is running sideways.
I'm sorry, she's not the only one who does that. There are so many male creators as well who do this, not only women.
Wow.
Viewers got to see a different and much more dangerous side of her.
She's in your house right now, Jack.
Oh yeah.
She's literally outside your house.
She
5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what?
She's
Yeah, she
literally right
exposed
outside
him.
your
Oh
house.
my god!
And that wasn't all Alia did.
Last night, Sniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers.
But long before she doxed Jack Films,
Literally
SS
doxed him.
Sniperwolf was already showing signs of being a predator.
No, dude, but this is a sexy boy and a cute girl. What's up?
Oh, next Jacob Sartorius.
What's your Instagram?
I have to give it to you now.
In resurfaced
No, you
footage from her
don't.
Omegle videos, Alia was seen engaging in highly inappropriate conversations with underage teens, including flirty dialogue, explicit jokes, and invasive questions.
Close your leg.
Close my leg?
Yeah, close your leg.
Why?
Because this is sexual.
How is it sexual? I'm sitting comfortably.
I'm a minor.
Oh my god! I can't sit with my legs spread in front of a minor.
No, you can't.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Worse, she manipulated them, prompting YouTubers like Penguin Zero to call her out.
Encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts
Why is she
on
dressed like
video.
that?
And the way she encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a bad film. She wagered her tits, saying that if these underage looking individuals did what she asked them to do, she'd show.
Sexualizing
No.
and recording these minors for millions to watch for profit.
He was hella scared to see me like, not this bitch. Next. Hi, you have a very small nipple. I just thought I would throw that out there.
Viewers called for YouTube to take
So
action.
mean.
YouTube needs to take action. This is setting an unbelievably terrifying precedent for the future, which the platform did, demonetizing Alia's channel, forcing her to finally issue an apology. Let me start by saying
Oh, they
I'm sorry
monetized
for
it
my
again.
most recent actions. They're inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jack's Films, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible
sorry she
fans
got
for
caught.
not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. But fans were not ready to accept that.
Guys, are we not gonna talk about the fact that when she was married to her ex-husband, she got arrested for violence and abuse? Like, did she literally, like, are we not gonna mention those kind of things?
YouTube demonetizes her today, and she instantly writes her most generic ChatGPT response to the situation. Goes from joking about it to a fake-ass apology in a day. Since then, her career, once built on scripted gameplay, borrowed jokes, and fake charm, lies in pieces with a permanent stain on her name. Much like what happened to that vegan teacher, real name Katie Karen Diekmeyer,
Bruh,
who
she's
became one of
70.
the most hated figures on the internet for how she promoted veganism.
Turn to Jesus. Why would I do that when I can turn to tofu?
Which she proved she could take even further in a now infamous video where she compared feeding a baby a barbecue rib to sexual assault.
Your sister takes the dead body part of an innocent animal who didn't want to die and feeds it to your child. If this had been somebody's covered in
Ew.
sauce, the child would have had the same reaction.
And if that wasn't bad enough,
What?
Katie then doubled
What
down
is
on
that?
her stance, using phrases like vegan virginity when talking about infants.
If a mother tells you not to put something in her child's mouth, and you do it, you have essentially to that child's palate.
What?
This baby had a right to maintain
Please.
her vegan virginity.
As expected, the internet
Bro,
was
what
not
the
happy
hell?
about this. Virginity and baby should never be discussed or uttered in
Exactly.
the same sentence. This is repulsive. But despite the
Stupid
backlash
fly.
for her predatory behavior,
fly
Katie
killer.
is somehow still online, with her most recent controversy being a bold claim about the late Pope.
The Pope is in hell right now because he was cruel to cows.
Yes, and you see heaven and hell, and you know you judge. You're the judge. Not God judging you. The virgin teacher is judging us, guys. So if you want to know if you're going to hell or heaven, ask her.
Catholic. And this frickin' woman makes me so mad. She said the Pope was a disgrace to Jesus and the world is a better place without him. She has a sick, twisted mind. Much like Reagan McNelte.
And like you would think at that age you went through a lot in your life and you learned from your mistake, and wisdom is a thing that you acquired with age, you know. It's like points that you put on a tree, and I guess the wisdom tree got 0 points in that. She didn't put any wisdom point.
Who tried to use her ex-boyfriend as a sick, twisted mind. Much like Reagan McNelte, who tried to use her ex-boyfriend for personal profit. Known for soft pastels and dreamy aesthetics,
Come with me to the pumpkin patch.
Reagan shocked the internet in 2023 when she accused ex-boyfriend Mr. T. Lexify of abuse.
I am here to set all of Lex's lies straight, and I am here to provide evidence that Lex Adrian Iwanclista groomed me, raped me, and abused me physically.
She claimed she was a minor and was groomed by her boyfriend.
My story starts with Lex grooming me at the age of 15. Lex was 18 years old at this point. Our
you have to
relationship
read
was
it?
never normal, and there was always an obvious power dynamic from the start. I started off as a fan of Lex's, and Lex would use his power to manipulate me into being silent about what was happening behind closed doors.
Now, the internet listened and sympathized with her
you
until Lex came forward with his side of the story, backed by emails, screenshots, and Reagan's own confessions.
Thank God he has evidence. It's like the Johnny Depp case all over again. Like a man cannot go against a woman in these accusations unless he has evidence. So make sure, if you even wonder, if there is even a question out there of something like this probably happening, get evidence in any kind of way, because you will need it.
My name is Lex, and this video will be my final response in regards to the allegations I'm being accused of by my ex-girlfriend, Reagan McNelte, or Pure Softy. The accusations against me are entirely false, and I have screenshot evidence that directly refutes the claims by my abuser and harasser.
According to Lex, Reagan was already cheating on him in 2021 with an underage boy named Lawrence.
She told me she wanted to pursue someone named Lawrence. She was already cheating on me with him months prior as evidence of this Instagram photo. I first learned about Lawrence's true age of 17 when I found her diary that detailed her cheating on me as an adult.
And that wasn't all. Lex revealed that Reagan lured underage boys into their LA apartment.
She had been cheating on me with 5 underage boys from her high school throughout our relationship. She lured them into my place in Los Angeles to take promiscuous photos of her in exchange for...
But even this wasn't the worst thing she had done.
She decided to bite my face for once again looking through my phone and thinking I was cheating. Reagan went...
She bit his face. Bri, so the first second, I immediately saw she's crazy.
Into
There's
a manic
something.
episode
You
and
see.
broke a wooden board on my back and then started destroying the Airbnb. Reagan says she was using marijuana, which is not at all possible, as Airbnb hosts do not allow drug use on their property.
I am sorry, marijuana does not make you bite people's faces and cheat on them. No, I don't think maybe there probably is a harder drug out there that does that, but marijuana, are seriously?
Airbnb host Victor even questioned why it looked like someone had repeatedly stabbed the walls, which were damages from Reagan that I had to pay for.
After learning about Reagan's predatory and violent behaviors, viewers started sympathizing with Lex. This is absolutely sick. I'm sorry you had to deal through all of this. Much love, man. Hope you much luck throughout your life and career. Reagan, on the other hand, faced massive backlash, losing followers, getting socially blacklisted, and being widely labeled as an emotional abuser across social media, proving that sometimes behind the ring lights and curated content, some creators aren't just influencers, they're predators.
Yep. What a video. This was so amazingly edited and very informative. It is not the best, most entertaining video out there because it deals with really troublesome topics, and these are just the ones we know about. By the way, these are the ones we heard about and we know about. There is probably plenty more. There are people who you probably are watching nowadays and you don't even know. But I feel like the majority of these cases are, or the content creators, they are the ones who go for content that are more for minors and children, not for grown-ups. And that's the case so far, I feel like. Yeah, but that is it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, kinda, or got informed. That's the word. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.